Welcome to the Psychic Pastry Chef, where two unlikely worlds merge. I will take my 22 years of experience as a pastry chef, combined with my 17 years of working as a psychic, to bring you videos of cakes, pastries, and desserts that you can make at home to impress your family and friends. And I'm going to give you psychic predictions for your zodiac sign, each sign of the zodiac, while doing so. Today, I'm going to focus on a traditional American dessert popular at Thanksgiving and Christmas and other holiday parties and times, pecan pie. The desserts I'm making now in this video series for this season are requests from viewers. So are you ready to get started? Let's go. So the first thing we need to do for this recipe is to make the crust for the pecan pie. Now, many of you may already use a traditional pie crust using shortening, ice water, flour, and salt. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I like to use a pâte brisée, which is a short pastry crust that has butter in it. So what ingredients you need to make this recipe is 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, half of an egg beaten, and 2 tablespoons of milk. So I'm using my KitchenAid mixer. You can also make this by hand by using a bowl or even mixing it on a counter and making a well in the center of the flour mixture and adding the eggs and butter to it and kneading it with your hands, or a hand mixer. But I'm going to use my KitchenAid mixer. So the first thing I'm putting in is the butter and the salt and the sugar. That's what goes in first in this recipe. So I've got the butter in, salt and sugar in. Now I'm going to mix it. And you're really just mixing it just to combine. Okay, now next you want to add all of the half beaten egg and the 2 tablespoons of milk. And you're just really, you just want to mix it for a few seconds. You don't need to keep this going. I use this in quite a lot of the recipes I make, but like I said, you can use whatever crust recipe you like. You can even buy pre-made crust in the food store. You don't even need to make the crust if you don't want to. Aries, I hear you're thinking outside of the box and you want to do things differently. You want your life to change, or you want things to be different. You may have been having a hard time with money or money struggles, or even if you're not, money is going to be a big focus for you. I do feel in 2019 you're going to feel like you have more power and control, Aries. So now I'm mixing it. I scraped it down because there is a little lump in the bottom of the KitchenAid mixer. And if you don't scrape it, all the ingredients stick to that lump. Now I'm adding in the 1 cup of flour. You add it in all at once. And you're really not mixing this very long. You're just trying to bring this together to a dough. Taurus, don't be surprised if you don't receive some news about people vying for control. This could be at your place of business or work. It could even be in your family. You're going to want to steer clear of it and not get in the mix of what's going on. It's going to be hard to resist, though, and there are going to be people that are going to try to drag you into it a little bit. And Taurus, I do feel you're going to receive some kind of a notification about your finances, but it could be good. It could be you're getting a raise. It could be investments are paying off. Gemini, you're looking to spend more time with your family, or it could be the family you were born into. It could be a family you created. Either way, I see family time and looking to spend more time with your family. It's going to be important to you. Gemini, you might be thinking about the bigger picture in some way where you want to be studying and learning something new. Maybe you need to get a new license, a permit, an upgrade, something that's going to give you more, make more money at your job, or you just want to change your career, or it could be personal interest, but I do see some of you wanting to study. So now I'm going to wrap this up, and I already have some dough already made, and I'm going to roll that out. Okay, I'm actually going to fill a tart shell, not for the pecan pie, but for something else I'm going to make, just so I can show you how to roll it out. I already have the shell rolled out for the pecan pie. But I do want to tell you that you need to have this oven on at 350 degrees, which I should have already started. And the dough, you want to chill it for 20 to 30 minutes because most likely it's going to be too soft for you to roll when you first make it. So even an hour if you want, but then you're going to have to rework it more. So also Gemini, you might have some family members button into your business and you might not like it. Could be even cousins. I get cousins. But so yeah, I do get that you're going to want to spend more time with your family, but I also get that you're going to feel like slightly annoyed by people that seem to be butting into your business a little bit. So keep that in mind. I do feel like Cancers are going to be spending a lot more time figuring out how they can get ahead in life further. It could be at your job. It could be in your personal life. Some of you may find like your nurturing side coming out more and you may start giving people instruction. This could be at your job. It could be relatives. It could be kids, grandkids. Okay, so it's not completely round, but it will do. Be careful, Leo, in 2019 that sarcastic remarks do not come back to haunt you. So if you are dealing with some people and you feel some sarcastic comments ready to come out, you may later regret it or wish you hadn't said it. Leo, you may be figuring out a new way to do things or repurposing old things. You may be redoing a house, redoing furniture, going to flea markets, finding things and repurposing them. Some of you are going to be starting your own business, and very likely for most of you, I feel this business is going to be online. Virgo, I feel like you have too much on your plate. And I feel that many of you have like household projects or work or business projects that you really want them to be complete, but yet I don't feel like they are. Parts of 2019 may feel very scattered to some of you Virgos. And if you've invented something or come up with a new patent or a new design of some sort, I feel like you're going to do something with it. You may even get a patent on it. So here I did the tart shell, but I'm actually using the tart shell for something else, but you could put pecan pie in this as well. So now I'm going to show you how to make the pecan pie filling. Okay, Libra, you're going to be jumping up and down with excitement because there's going to be some really exciting and good things happening for you in 2019. There's some interesting things coming your way. Some of it could have to do with family and money. So now the ingredients for the pecan pie is 1 cup of white corn syrup, 1 cup of dark brown sugar, 1/3 cup of melted butter, 1 cup of pecans, 3 whole eggs, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and a pinch of salt. And also, Libra, you're going to be making some extraordinary finds, either in antique stores or in your attic or at estate sales or at somebody's estate that you're connected to. You're going to have a lot of extraordinary finds in 2019, very likely in the summertime months, June, July, August. That's summertime in the USA. So now I'm going to add all the wet ingredients into the mixing bowl, starting with the eggs, 3 eggs. I'm whisking the 3 whole eggs. Then I'm going to add the brown sugar, 1 cup of dark brown sugar. And then I'm going to add to it the 1 cup of corn syrup. Scorpios, you're going to be rising to some kind of challenge, especially if anybody sort of like challenges you at work. And if you feel like somebody's trying to take your job or take your position or challenge you in any way, even if it's like maybe, I don't know, in your family or in some area, wherever you feel challenged, you're going to rise to the challenge. This could take 7 to 8 weeks, this challenge. And in the long run, you complete it. You win. You succeed. So now I'm stirring in the light corn syrup. And Scorpios, I also see you doing everything in your power to keep something from happening, something you don't like. If it's, you know, one of your kids getting married to somebody you don't like, or if it's, you know, something to do with your job changing and you didn't want that to happen. Wherever you see change where you don't want it to happen, you're going to be doing everything in your power to keep that from happening. So now I have all the wet ingredients mixed together. The melted butter, the 1/3 of a cup of melted butter is also in here. So as you can see, this is what it looks like now. Now I'm going to, I don't need the whisk now because that will tangle up the pecans. So I'm going to use a spoon to mix that in. And now it goes into the pie shell. Now I used whole pecan halves. You can chop your pecans up if you like, or it's actually cheaper to buy them chopped up, but I bought them whole halves because I use them for other things in baking. So I didn't want the pieces. It's what I happen to have, but if I had pieces, I would have used them in the pie. And now I'm going to put whole halves on the top. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Now you're going to bake this pie at either 325 or 350, depending on the heat of your oven. If your oven runs hot, bake it at 325. If not, bake it at 350. So I'm going to put them around on the top in an organized fashion, and I can give you more predictions while I'm doing this. Sagittarius, you're going to be linking up with someone new. This is either going to be in a business partnership or a love relationship, but you're linking up with someone new. And I do feel that many of you, this is going to be come to you quite unexpectedly and out of the blue. Could happen in the March-April timeframe of 2019. You know, and because of things that have happened to you in the past, Sagittarius, I feel you're going to expect a lot out of this person for whatever the association is, whether it's love, business, whatever. And I do feel that they are going to be able to do it. They are going to rise to the challenge. Capricorns, you're going to receive some kind of notification. You may win some kind of award, or like, you know, if there was a lottery and you had to be drawn, you know, that had to be drawn, and if you could get the lucky spot, I feel like you're going to get it. I do feel that Capricorns are going to be making good money. You may even find like, wow, I'm making so much money this year, I don't know what to do with it. You may start investing it or making some big purchases. Aquarius, you're going to feel like you finally found your niche, or you finally found your home, or both. I feel like there's going to be some people around you, Aquarius, that are going to be quite surprised, by what you do in 2019. People may look at you and say, oh my gosh, Aquarius, it's a whole new you. You're a whole new person. I'm going to go around on the inside. You are going to have, Aquarius, I'm going to say, a revealing of secrets. Profound secrets are going to be revealed to you, or your secrets are going to be revealed. But I do get profound secrets revealed. Pisces, a lucrative deal comes your way through someone else. You may have to travel to do with this, and you are going to be making money from it. You're going to start selling things, and you may take some kind of craft you have or hobby and turn it into a business. And there's some of you that are working, there's promotions in the offing. So now I'm just going to finish up the center. And you don't have to do this step. You could skip it and just, you know, decorate it with whipped cream when it comes out, or, you know, you don't have to do this step. I just like the way whole pecan halves look on the top. I think it looks good. Personally, And you can do it however you want. It's a very simple recipe to do. And if you want to impress people or you want to bring a homemade dessert to a gathering and you don't feel like you're a really big dessert person, this is incredibly easy to make. So I'm going to put it in the oven and then we'll check it out when it comes out. Okay, so here is the delicious pecan pie, and I'd like to finish it with apricot glaze. Now, you don't have to do this. I just personally like to do it because I think it gives it a nice shine. It looks completely fine without doing that. But if you would like to do it, all you need to do is take some apricot jam and quarter of a jar, half or a quarter of a jar, and add some water to it and let it come to a boil, and then just brush it on. And one thing about it is it really makes the nuts and the colors pop. And this is also good with whipped cream. Now, I'm not going to whip any cream for this slice, but normally if I was serving it at a party or taking it to someone's, holiday party, I would whip the cream and bring it in a separate bowl. I wouldn't bother using a pastry bag. I would just put a nice dollop on top of the plate, on top of the slice. So we'll see. All right, that looks pretty good. Now, again, like I said, I just happen to like things to shine and pop, and this doesn't affect the taste in any negative way. It just adds a little more sweetness, not like it needs any more sweetness. This is incredibly sweet. So now I'm going to give it a try. We'll see what we think of this pecan pie. This is also a little bit firmer if you refrigerate it. I did not refrigerate this pie after baking it, so we'll see what we think. Oh, the first piece is always the wiggliest one to get out. So we'll give it a try here. So here it is. I put a nice dollop of whipped cream on the top, but I'm going to try it without for purposes of the video. Anybody that loves pecans is going to love this pie. Really great. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe of this pecan pie. And please remember to follow your true passions in life. That way you'll know you're on your true path. Until next time. Thanks for watching The Psychic Pastry Chef. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in getting any of the special videos I've recorded for my Psychic Pastry Chef Vimeo On Demand channel with more recipes and psychic predictions for 2018 for each sign of the zodiac, you can access these videos for purchase by clicking on the link below this video, or you can go to my website, www.thepsychicpastrychef.com, and click on the videos tab on my menu. If you're interested in scheduling a private psychic reading with me, or purchasing any of the special videos that I record monthly for each sign of the zodiac for my Lucky Mermaid Vimeo On Demand channel, you can access those videos for purchase by clicking on the videos tab on my menu at www.theluckymermaid.com and go to my order page online scheduling calendar for booking new appointments, which reopens every 4 to 5 months. See you next month.